Hello my loves, I am Aisha and welcome back to my channel. I am a tarot reader, astrologer and occultist, and today we are going to be looking at the first major change in 2025. What's the first thing in your life that is going to change? Is it going to be your love life, your career, your friendships, your personal life? What is the first thing that is going to change in your life in 2025? All right, before we get into it, however, disclaimer that this is a collective reading. The messages found here cannot and will not be for everyone. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and please don't force anything if it does not fit. All right, I will now give you some time to choose your group or your groups. Hello, my group one, and welcome to your reading about the first major change in your life in 2025. So today we will be using the First of Enchantment Tarot, and we have the Knight of Cups at the bottom of your deck. So we're looking at love. Well, we kind of may be looking at love. Let's see what your actual cards show us. So we have the First of Enchantment Tarot, and for oracles for this reading we will be using the Crystal Insights Oracle. But let us see what is the first major change of your life in 2025. What's the first major change in my group one's life in 2025? Please, Spirit. The Nine of Cups. What's the first major change in 2025 for my group one? Please, Spirit. It's love, you guys. It's love. It's family. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. 9 of Cups. 10 of Cups. Leading up to something big. A proposal. Maybe giving birth right at the beginning of the year. Having a little Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces baby. Oh, that would be nice. I'm biased though. I'm an Aquarius, so I'm very biased. What's the first major change in my group one's life in 2025? Please, Spirit. No joke, you guys. The Lovers. What did I say? Look at me. I'm always okay. No, I'm not always right. I'm not always right, but I'm usually right. I'm usually right. The Lovers. 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups. The Lovers. We are definitely leading up to something big in your love life. Sorry, I'm just wiping off some dust from this thing. It's been a while since I recorded. It's been a while. One moment. Hey, we are back. But yes, we are definitely seeing some major change in your love life in 2025, and this is going to be the biggest, I don't want to say biggest change in your life next year, but it's going to be very, very big. The Five of Swords. Major change in my group one's life in 2025. And the 10 of Cups. It's a year of love, family, community, building a family with somebody else, making a family with somebody else, being welcomed into somebody else's family. Joy, love, laughter. Do you know what song is in my head? Oh my god, it's a K-pop song. It's a TXT song, Tomorrow by Together song. It's okay, okay. Feel like I'm your cat. Is it cat and dog? Is it just called cat and dog? I don't remember now. It's been a while since I listened to that song. But yeah, cat and dog. It's like one of the lines in the song is like, I just wanna be a dog. And it's like this guy, obviously, this person who is so infatuated with another person and would just be anything for them, do anything for them. And that's the kind of love you're attracting in 2025, or the kind of love you're attracting now at the end of 2024 that is going to really cement themselves in your life in 2025 and become like a very solid, permanent part of your life. Where, like, now you may be thinking, oh, this person is just saying anything, doing anything, this person is just infatuated, this person is just trying to get into my pants, blah 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 blah, this isn't going to last, they probably say this to everyone, yada yada yada, blah 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 blah. But then next year you're going to realize, wait, this person is serious, this person is actually like in love with me, this person actually is serious about me, this person actually wants to be with me and only me, and you know, like all of that good stuff. Like, this person wants commitment, this person isn't just, this person isn't a player, this person isn't easy, this person isn't just saying things I want to hear, this person is serious. And that realization is kind of the catalyst for this change, this major change. Let me just pull one more card for you guys. The first major change, the first major change in my group one's life in 2025, please, Spirit. Oh, the star just popping out for you. The star. And then let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. You can never, ever, ever, ever ignore the energy at the bottom of the deck. Ah, Two of Wands reversed. And that really brings together that the energy of what I was saying, of you feeling doubtful, feeling like this person isn't serious, can't be serious, like this person is just saying anything to get you to, you know, to get to you, or to get into your head, or to get you to give them some attention or something. And next year you're being proven wrong about that, being proven that no, this person is serious, this person likes you, this person loves you, this person wants to build a life with you. And for some of you with this 10 of Cups, it may happen kind of unexpectedly, because for some of you, like I said, this major change is you giving birth in the beginning of 2025, or your partner giving birth in the beginning of 2025, or an adoption being processed. And so you start off 2025 with this child of yours, this child that you adopted. And for some of you, that's the major change, having this child come into your life. Sorry, what was I saying? That for some of you, that is the major change, having this child come into your life, changing the dynamics of this relationship from just being a partnership to being a fully fledged family. But even then, it feels so I don't know how to say this, it feels so wrong to say that. Almost, I always feel so, it almost doesn't feel right to say like, oh, it's a family now that there's a child involved, because two people can make a family, anybody can make a family. It's not just a family once, oh, there's children involved. But for some of you, for those of you in this group, you may feel like now your family is complete with this child coming into your life. Now that there's the three of you, and to you, now that it's you and your partner and a child, it may feel like, okay, now we have a proper family, our family is complete. And so this child coming into your life may make you feel very settled into yourself and settled into this relationship. And obviously, that aside, a child is just a big responsibility and it's a major change. And the child itself is going to be a major change in your life, taking place in happening in 2025, let alone the change that let alone how it's going to change your relationship with your partner. So can you see, like, I'm having difficulty with this, not difficulty with this rather, but let me just shift a bit. Not difficulty with this rather, but just like there's nuance to this. Like this major change in your life for some of you is going to be this child that maybe you're already preparing for. You're already preparing for it, for them, and you're like, I'm so ready to be a parent and blah 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 and yada yada yada, and I'm so excited and everything. And then when a child actually comes into the picture, it's so different. The reality is so different from what you expect. And so that's going to be one major change, let alone how this change is going to also change your romantic relationship and change your relationship with your family and change your relationship with your friends, because this child is going to change you. And for others of you in this group, we were talking about this person who is so devoted to you and infatuated with you and is like saying all of these things that you've always wanted to hear, very romantic things, very committed things, very kind of obsessive things that you've always wanted to hear, and you don't take it really seriously. But something may happen where you find out you're pregnant, or they're pregnant, or like, no, I don't think there's a or. I feel like that's the case for a lot of you in this group. Finding out that you're pregnant or they're pregnant, or for a small amount of you where something traumatic, drastic happens, where now you are made to look after a child, and you think that, okay, this person isn't serious about me, so they're not going to stick around. I'm going to have to raise this child by myself, or look after this child by myself, or I want a baby, but obviously this person isn't serious, so they're going to force me to have an abortion. And when you go to this person, they kind of just blow you away, because that's not how they react at all, and they prove how serious they are about you, and they're like, I'm in this with you, I want to have this child with you, or I want to go through this difficult time with you, I want to be with you. And because I want to be with you, that means I want to be with you through every difficult thing that you go through. I want to start a family with you, I want to build a life with you, I want to experience this life with you, I want to do everything with you. And that's the energy that's coming in 2025, this big major change for you in 2025, regardless of which side it is, whether it's new child, unexpected pregnancy, something traumatic happening in your life. That, yes, those are major changes, but it kind of feels like it falls to the wayside when compared to the major change that is this romantic relationship. Because for some of you, in fact for a lot of you, it may be that you've never had such a relationship in your life, such a committed relationship in your life, or somebody who was so committed to you, so committed to you, so committed to going through life's difficulties with you. And so that's the major change of 2025, having this person who is committed to you, who wants to go through life with you no matter what, somebody who is ride or die for you, somebody who is devoted to you, somebody who loves you, like genuinely loves you. And because of how they genuinely love you, this person wants to experience life's difficulties with you. They want to go through this unexpected pregnancy with you. They want to go through these traumatic events with you. They want to build this family with you. And that's the major change in your 2025. The first major change. The first major change in your 2025 is this relationship, because you may have never had a relationship like this before. And honestly, a partner can change your life. A bad partner can ruin your life just as much as a good partner can uplift it, can uplift you, can make you want more out of your life. And this is that partner for you. And yes, everything else is going to change, but we're looking at the first major change. And the first major change is the change that this person brings into your life. Does that make sense? How this person, just from loving you and being devoted to you and being committed to you, changes your life, makes you want more out of life. Maybe before you met this person, you never wanted children, you never wanted to get married, and now you've met this person and you can see yourself settling down. This is a good person, this is a person who loves me, this isn't a person who's going to abandon me. Maybe I do want to get married, maybe I do want children, maybe I can give up this job that I'm doing for a 9 to 5, and we can settle down and have a happily ever after. Maybe the streets aren't for me anymore. Maybe I am a one woman gal. Maybe I am a one woman guy, one woman gal. Maybe I am somebody who can just be with one person and one person only. And I don't know, I think that's beautiful. Oh, what if I fell out for you? Literally, as I was starting to shuffle, these two just jumped out. Aventurine. Oh, it's 3. So I'm gonna pop one back in, because I don't know if it's something a lot of readers say, or just something I saw somewhere, but it was with regard to jumping cards, which are, while you're shuffling, the cards will just jump out sometimes. 1 is probably a sign, 2 is probably a message, 3 or more, you're probably just bad at shuffling. So I'll take the first 2, but not that third one, because I'm kind of notoriously bad at shuffling. But I'm getting better, you guys. I promise, I'm getting better. I'm practicing. But we have aventurine, and aventurine says luck, prosperity, fulfillment. Okay, luck, prosperity, fulfillment. And then we have bornite. And bornite, I feel like I hardly pull from this deck. And bornite says hope, perspective, renewal. And isn't this what we were talking about, the energy we were looking at in your reading, where your perspective is changing, your lust for life almost is being renewed, your perspective is being renewed, your hope for the future is being renewed. This person is coming into your life and you're saying oh, I'm not an unlovable person. I could be somebody's wife, I could be somebody's husband, I could be somebody's parent. And for some of you, that is going to be with this child. Maybe, yes, this person coming into your life is this major change because they make you pregnant, or they are the parent to your child. But the bigger change is going to be your child, because now I'm thinking of this quote from Angelina Jolie. And I love this quote, hey. It was from an interview, and she was talking about one of her children that she adopted. I think it was the first child that she adopted. I'll find it and I'll put it up here. But she was talking about how when she held him, she knew that this was her child and that she had to take him home with her, because he just smiled at her and he laughed when she while looking at her. And she said that it wasn't that he had smiled, but that she had made so many mistakes in her life and people had said so many horrible things about her, that she never thought that she could be somebody's mother. I'm gonna cry because it always makes me cry. Oh my god, I'm really gonna cry. I didn't expect to cry today. Um, oh, but she never thought that she could be somebody's mother, because like she just felt like there were so many things wrong with her. But here was this baby in her arms, this baby who was smiling at her, and she had this feeling like maybe she could do it. Maybe she could be somebody's mother. Actually, let me give me a moment. I'm going to find the thing, because I know I have it on hand. Just give me a moment and I'll read it out to you guys. So this is the full snippet, the full quote. It's a bit lengthy. Matt was the last kid I saw and he was asleep. He was 3 months old and they put him in my arms and he stayed asleep. And they put him in the bath and he stayed asleep. And I thought he was narcoleptic or something. Then he opened his eyes and just stared at me for the longest time. And I just stared at him and I started crying and he smiled. And it wasn't that he smiled that he liked me. It was just that I hadn't held children in my life. And I was always considered so dark, and I always had so many things that made me feel like maybe I shouldn't be somebody's mom, because certainly the world has an opinion of me, and I'm not so sure about myself, and am I ever gonna be the best mom? So the fact that this little kid seemed at ease gave me the courage to feel like I could make him happy. And so the fact that this little kid seemed at ease gave me the courage to feel like I could make him happy. And so we became a family right then. Angelina Jolie. And I think that's also kind of something I was saying earlier about how you feel like your family is complete. Like it doesn't have to be, oh, a man and a woman and a child. Maybe you have this child and it's just you and this child, and that's this major change in your life. Like, this is my family, this is mine, and I'm never going to let anybody hurt this baby. I'm never going to let anybody take this away from me. I'm never going to let anybody ruin this family that we have. And that's this this major change in your life in 2025. Oh my god. And just feeling like you are somebody who can be a good partner. You are somebody who's worthy of being loved, and you are capable of raising a child and loving a child. You're not this evil, horrible, disgusting person that maybe everybody feels like you are. Aquamarine, or everybody makes you feel like you are, rather. Aquamarine. Safe travels, exploration, and renewal. Once again, renewal. Feeling invigorated, feeling restored in some way in 2025 because of this major change. Chalcedony. Equilibrium, steadiness, fairness. Yes, this change is just bringing things into alignment for you in 2025. And maybe you should also just go ahead and get these stones and just keep them with you. Meditate on them. Keep them in your space. So I'll say them again. It's aquamarine. It's aventurine, bornite, aquamarine, and chalcedony. I think I'll also put them down below. Pardon, down below, like, where your group timestamps are. But my group 1, this was a very beautiful, emotional reading. I did not expect to cry so early in the morning. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. I did not expect to cry right now. But thank you so much for watching and for trusting me to be your reader. If you would like to book a tarot or astrology reading with me, or become one of my patrons, or just follow me on social media, the links to do so are all down below. Alright, bye. Hello my group 2, and welcome to your reading about the first major change in your life in 2025. So today we will be using the Forest of Enchantment Tarot, and we have the Hierophant at the bottom. So we're likely going to be looking at academics, getting a new teacher, a new mentor, that realm of things. And for oracles, we're going to be using the Crystal Insights Oracle, which has chalcedony at the bottom. So just be warned, I already cried for group 1. happy tears, but very emotional. I was very moved for my reading for group 1. So let's see if I'll be very moved for my reading for you too, my group 2. Let's see. The first major change in my group 2's life in 2025. Ah, the Queen of Swords. Okay, Queen of Swords. First major change in my group 1's life in 2025, please. Ah, the Queen of Swords reverse. Not Queen of Swords reverse. Queen of Wands reverse. Interesting, 2 queens. For my group 2, please. First major change in my group 2's life in 2025. And the King of Pentacles. Oh, okay, interesting so far. Finding it difficult to really get a hold of this energy. I don't think any of these are you. I think these are major players in your life in 2025. I wanted to say friends, but I feel like these are more like teachers, professors. The Queen of Swords is a strict woman who at first you might not like very much. You want to drop her class, but you can't because it's a mandatory class. It's something you need to complete your degree or be able to pass the year, something like that. Queen of Wands reverse. I'm getting somebody very hippie-ish, somebody who initially you like because like, oh, she's so fun, she's so great, I have a lot of fun in her class, I have a lot of fun working with her. But then you realize that she's quite lackadaisical, and she's quite inconsistent in her marking, and she's quite or in her with her work ethic. King of Pentacles. I'm thinking of a lecture that I actually had in Yusuf. Who's Yusuf? A Yusuf might be significant for you in 2025. What was I saying? A lecturer with the King of Pentacles. I'm thinking of a lecturer that I actually had in university. He was my history lecturer. He took me in for first semester first year history, and then he was also my lecturer when I graduated university. He took me third semester. Was it third semester? Not that semester, that term, because it's first semester, second semester, pardon. So he took me first term in my first year of university, and then he took me probably third term in my second year or my final year of university. So that second semester. Oh my god, this is so convoluted, and it's irrelevant, absolutely irrelevant. All that to say that when I look at the King of Pentacles, I'm thinking of a lecture that I actually had, and he was wonderful. He was so fun. He was so easy to get along with, and he was so good at his job. I had wonderful lecturers. I had wonderful history lecturers. He was just such a vibrant, fun personality. Like, some people would call him Santa Claus because he was like a big guy. He was old, he had a big white beard. And you may also, I feel like this is very academic, so you may meet a lecturer or professor who has that kind of physical appearance and that kind of vibe of kind of being like a grandfather type or a big brother type. But definitely I'm getting for you guys that this major change is going to be, it just feels academic for my group 2, please. First major change in my group 2's life in 2025. The 6 of Wands reversed. Okay. First major change in my group 2's life in 2025. The Queen of Cups reversed. Yeah, these are all people. Well, not like people you'll be meeting next year, because it just seems like an influx of new people in your life next year, because you're moving to a new place, a new city, a new job, a new school. You're making some kind of change next year that is bringing all of these new people into your life. And so even though the people are coming out, the change is not so much the people as it is what's changing in your life for these people to come into your life, where you're moving to, where you're putting yourself out, into. Does that make sense? Let's see, the next major change in my group, the first major change in my group 2's life in 2025, please, Spirit. And the Two of Cups, and look at how they're like soulmates, kind of. Well, not soulmates, kind of, but how they're looking so deeply into each other's eyes, and like they're feeling connected. And with the story of this card, it's talking about two people who were wandering in the forest, and then they come upon each other, and they just feel drawn to each other. And so definitely introduced into a new place. You're going into a new place, new energies surrounding you. You're going into a new place, and so we're seeing these new energies surrounding you. That's so fun. And let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Ace of Cups reversed. Interesting. So for next year, this first major change, it is going to be about your friendships, your relationships with others, because I feel like you're going into a new environment, or you may have already gone into this new environment, but like, how do I say this, like maybe transferring out somewhere, or starting late at a college, or changing your course, or dropping a bunch of classes and picking up new ones. For some of you, this may be in relation to your work and your career, but I don't know, because I just feel like it has more to do with your academics. I just feel like it has more to do with your academics than it does with your career. And for some of you, how do I say this, both may be relevant, in that you may decide to put your career on the back burner in order to pursue your academics, or you may be pursuing academics in order to further your career. Maybe you are already like a manager or like a HR manager or something, right? And you want to go up to the next level in your job, but you need a better degree. Maybe like me, you're an organizational you have your degree in organizational psychology, and you're not fine with the jobs that just having your degree in organizational psychology will get you. Oh, you can do HR, or you can do this, or you can do that. No, you want to be an organizational psychologist. So maybe you've been working in HR for the past 2, 3, 4 years, but you're dissatisfied, and so you decide to go back to school to do your honors, to get your doctorate. And that's like a big decision for you this year. Whatever it is, whatever specifics, we're looking at a decision to further our studies, because I don't feel like this is high school. I feel like this is college. It's further studies, it's extra classes, it's night school. It's something you're doing that is a bit out of your comfort zone. It's something you're doing that maybe asks you to humble yourself, to get rid of your ego. Oh, I'm the oldest person in this class. Oh, college is so different from what I expected. University is so different from what I expected. I'm so out of my depths. I'm so scared. Did I make the wrong decision? It's not really something that comes with being in high school, because being in high school, at least in my memory, like, yes, okay, high school was bad for everyone. But there's a there's a schedule to it, a routine to it. You have your set classes, and high school is, it's fine. It's whatever. College is so different. University is so different. If you've been working for a long time and you decide to take that plunge and go back to school, I imagine that must be terrifying. And so it's something where you're pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, and that's the change. And that's the change that brings all of these people into your life. That change you make with regard to your academics, that brings all of these people into your life. This one strict teacher whose class you fail, who never gives you any praise, and so you feel like you're never good enough. But then with her specifically, I feel like she's going to come out being your favorite lecturer, or your favorite tutor, or favorite teacher, or whatever the case may be. Yeah, initially she'll start off, you're like, oh, I hate this woman and I hate her class. And then you're going to end off the semester or the year being like, she was the best. She was the best because she like pushed me to grow. And then you're going to meet this one, the Queen of Wands person, who at first you're like, oh, she's so fun, she's so me, she's so great, she's so exciting, I love her classes, it's the bomb, we just have the most fun. But you're going to end up being like, can't she take this seriously? These are my grades and my future on the line. Can't she take this seriously? Like, does she mark with her eyes closed? That kind of energy. And then it's so interesting because I'm connecting these with the King of Pentacles and the Two of Cups together. This might be a lecturer or an older figure who you start to have feelings for, you start to connect with on more than just a mentor mentee student teacher relationship way. You start to connect with them on a romantic level, or at least for you get like this big crush on them. And your hopes are going to be dashed in that regard, because I feel like they'll be very firm about like setting the boundary, like, no, it's not going any further. But this is all just part and parcel of going into the new environment that you're going in, and that new environment is more important with regard to this reading, because it's the first major change, and that first major change is you going into this new environment. And this is just telling us about all the people you'll meet along the way, the friends you'll make, the teachers you'll like, the teachers you'll dislike, the best friend ever you think you made in that first class, and then you realize like, oh, this person is trash. Just about having your certain hopes dashed, about having as many hopes dashed as you will have expectations raised, if that makes sense. But it's really just going to be a year of meeting new people, and these new people are only going to come into your life because of a decision that you make, maybe to apply to a certain place or to go to certain extracurricular events, certain clubs, to accept the college far away from your house instead of the college in your town. Things like that. Those changes are really going to bring these people into your life. Because if you just stay where you are, you just stay in your same environment, you just, "Oh, I'm going to go to the community college," and there's nothing wrong with community college, I'm just saying, but I'm going to go to the community college that all of my friends are going to because I know everybody here and it's close to home and it's comfortable, instead of this other college that I also got accepted into, but that's so far away and I've never been on my own before. Or wanting to further your studies but feeling like, oh, it's too late, by the time I finish my degree I'll be this old, blah blah blah. Like, so what? If you want change to come into your life, you're going to have to make a change. And that's something that a lot of people either don't realize or are too afraid to do. And I was just talking about this with a coworker of mine yesterday, that like, people will be so dissatisfied with their lives and they'll say like, why is my life like this? Why am I so unhappy? Why am I so miserable? I just wish something would change. I just wish things could be different. And it's like 9 times out of 10, you can make things change. You can make things be different. Do you know what I'm saying? And sometimes we have the options available to us, but we don't take them because we're so afraid. And like in your case, oh, you want to go back to school? You want to completely pivot your degree? You want to go out of town? You want to go to a different college out of town, a different university in a different country? You got in, but you're too scared to take the step. And do you realize how fear is stopping you from living your life? And in 2025, when you actually take your life into your own hands and you make these big scary choices and these big scary decisions and these big scary changes, then your life is just going to level up around you and change completely around you. You are not going to meet these new people if you just stay stagnant and don't make any changes. You are going to have to make those new big changes even when it's scary. Actually, when things are scary, that's when we have to make the decision. Like, no, wait, that doesn't make sense. But like, sometimes the thing that we're scared of is the thing that we have to do. Sometimes the scarier something is, the more it is a sign that that is the thing for us. Right, right. Oh, I'm too scared to go to college in a different state. Go to that college. Go to that college. Oh, I want to, I don't want to be in HR anymore. I want to study nursing, but I'm 35 and I'll be 38 by the time I'm done, whatever. You're going to be 38 anyway. You might as well just go and follow your heart and do your passion and study nursing and make those changes in your life. Right. Let's see your oracles. The first major change in my group 2's life in 2025. Free Spirit. Chalcedony. Equilibrium, steadfastness, fairness. The biggest change, the first major change in my group's life. The first major change in my group 2's life in 2025. Please, Spirit. Turquoise. Turquoise. Creation, courage, wisdom. The first major change in my group 2's life in 2025. Please, Spirit. Highlight. Navigation, wisdom. Wisdom again. Navigation, wisdom, communication. The first major change in my group 2's life in 2025. Please, Spirit. Amazonite. Amazonite. Luck, abundance, comfort. And I think it's so interesting that comfort would come out last for you, when I think more than anything, the message of this reading was to get out of your comfort zone, to push yourself out of your comfort zone. The thing is, how do I say this? Our comfort zones can change, but we need to allow our comfort zones to change. If you asked me in 2022, what was my comfort zone? Oh, just laying in bed the whole day, eating a bunch, doing nothing, playing on my phone all the time, scrolling, doom scrolling, scrolling all the time, mindlessly scrolling, just staying inside all the time. Oh, I'm such a homebody. I love to stay indoors. If you ask me what's my comfort zone now, it's so far removed from that. My comfort zone right now is, or not even just my comfort zone, like what do I find comfortable about life? Okay, let's get the idea out of, okay, let's not say comfort zone. What did I find comfortable in 2022? Like I said, staying in bed, staying at home. Oh, I'm just a homebody. I don't like to do anything. I'm so introverted. I'm so shy, etc., etc. What's comfortable to me now? None of that. I love going outdoors. I love doing things. I love being on the go. I love being active. I love being in the gym. But those are things I never thought I would have been comfortable doing if I didn't force myself out of my comfort zone and push myself to do those things. Even in university, it was the same. Like, I had to push myself out of my comfort zone to like make friends and to be friendly with people. Even now at my job, I have to push myself out of my comfort zone every single day because I'm a trainee, and it's not something I ever plan to work in, not something I ever plan to do. And every single day I have to push myself out of my comfort zone and speak to people about things that are like related to my job. Every day I have to push myself out of my comfort zone and do things related to my job that I didn't, like, I've never known about before. But like, the more I've been working at this job, the more I fall in love with it. And like, I never would have known that I loved this so much, or I could do this, or any of these things, if I just stayed comfortable and I turned it down and said, no, but I'm not really looking for a job in this field. No, I'm not really. No, I don't. I'm too scared of the gym. I'll never go. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. No, I don't really like doing things. No, I don't like this. No, I don't want to hang out this weekend. No, I'm fine just being on my own. When, like, I don't know if I'm wording this properly or I'm just rambling. I feel like I'm just rambling now. But I feel like for you, you really have to look at your comfort zone. And like, okay, I also don't want to just say, oh, look at your comfort zone, because like, I feel like that has such a negative connotation. So let's say that for you, um, you really just have to look at what's comfortable in your life, what's comfortable in your life. And when you make decisions, don't just don't make it from a place of comfort. That makes sense. If somebody, if a, a place of comfort and safeness, rather, a place of safety. If you want to go back to school, but no, that's too scary, I think it's time for you to go back to school. If you want to change your degree, but no, what if I'm making the wrong decision? Pardon. That was kind of sexy though. If you want to completely pivot your degree and you're like, but just one more year and I'll graduate, and that's safe to you, then maybe it's a time to pivot your degree. Or maybe there's a choice between going back to school and getting a better job, but school is what's safe and comfortable to you. Are you making a decision just out of a place of safety, out of a place of comfort? Or are you actually sitting and thinking about what you want out of life and what you want to do with your life? I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense, because I feel like by the end of your reading, I started rambling like a lot. It might also be because I haven't recorded in a while. I haven't recorded in a while. All of my videos last month were pre-recorded, and I just haven't had the time or the energy to record a video. So I hope that this reading made sense, and that by the end of it, I didn't lose you. Sorry, I didn't lose you. I didn't lose the plot completely. But I just want you to be courageous next year. That's the thing. I need you to be courageous next year. Actually, from today onwards, from the time you watch this, I need you to be courageous and make those changes that are too terrifying for you, that you think are too scary. I've always wanted to go skydiving. But no, what if? You can't live your life worrying about those what ifs. Especially next year. There may be certain classes that you're too scared to take because they're like terrifying. Maybe you feel like, oh, I'm not smart enough to do physics, I'm not smart enough to do biokinetics, whatever. Just apply anyway, and apply yourself, apply your mind, work hard towards it. Don't make decisions just because they fall within your comfort zone, within your safe zone. Does that make sense? Oh, I wish I could go back to school, but I've been working in this job for 5 years and my pension and blah blah blah. Like, it makes sense. It makes sense. But hey, where there's a will, there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Oh, I'll be too old by the time I'm done. Hey, you're gonna be old anyway. You're gonna be old anyway. Oh, I want friends at university, at college, but what if nobody likes me? So what? Take the risk. Go out, introduce yourself to people, meet people, take the risk with your life. Not take the risk with your life, not in that sense, but like take necessary risks. Harmless risks. That's a harmless risk. So what if people don't like you? When you show up as your authentic self, people aren't going to like you, but as many people are going to like you. When you show up as your authentic self for yourself, most of all, you are going to like the person who comes out on the other end. All right? I really, 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 really hope that this message made sense. That next year is a year where many things in your life can change. Your friendships can change. Your relationship with yourself can change. Your romantic relationships can change. But none of that is going to happen if you stay the same. If your life stays the same, if you don't make this major change in your life and decide to do the hard thing, the difficult thing, the scary thing, and go back to school, go to that college in that other city, in that other town, in that other country, make those changes, like take those big risks, and you will see how your life just unfurls so beautifully around you. All right, my group two, thank you so much for watching, for trusting me to be your reader. If you would like to book a tarot or astrology reading with me, become one of my 18 plus patrons, or just follow me on social media. The links to do so are all down below. All right, bye. Hello, my group three, and welcome to your reading about the first major change in your life in 2025. So today we will be using the Forest of Enchantment Tarot, and we have the Four of Wands at the bottom. Celebrations, doing your big one. I'm excited for you already. And then for your oracles, we will be using the Crystal Insights Oracle. So let's get into it. All right. What's the first major change for my group three in my group three's life in 2025? What's the first major change in my group three's life for 2025? Oh, two came out. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Definitely new beginnings, acknowledgements, new beginnings based on your merits, praises, awards. And acknowledgements keeps popping into my mind. Acknowledgements. The first major change in my group one's life in 2020. Oh, these cards are just popping out for you. It's like Spirit just has this major message to get to you. Eight of Swords. Maybe being more stressful because of this. Being more stressed out because of this opportunity. As much reason to stress and feel overwhelmed as there is reason to celebrate yourself. Like getting a major opportunity, a big promotion pays more. It's a promotion you've always wanted, but with this promotion comes a lot of stress, like going from an everyday worker to manager, and now you have to deal obviously with managerial responsibilities. Going from being a niche artist known known by a handful of people to suddenly going viral, and now you're highly sought after and you've always wanted it, but what do you do when you're actually presented with it? Now it's more stressful. Just some major change that like you've always wanted this, or you've been working hard towards it. You've been working so hard for this promotion. You've been working so hard to get your art seen, your music heard, your movies watched, your YouTube videos watched, to get your books read. I don't know if I already said that. But it felt you've been working so hard for this, you've been praying for this, manifesting this. And now that you're actually promoted, you're actually being seen, you're actually being heard, you're actually gaining some popularity, it's just a lot more stressful than you expected it to be. In that, I'm thinking Chapel Roan, Tyler, even Mitski. Mitski sent Chapel Roan a letter, I think, saying something along the lines of, welcome to the worst exclusive club in the world where people think they are entitled to you and your family and all of that. And I'm also thinking, Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. First major change in 2025 for my group 3. I think also your energy is a lot more subdued than the other groups, especially when compared to group 2, because group 2 I was rambling a lot, and I feel like with group 2 they had a very youthful energy, a very excited, excitable energy, and you just seem more mature. You may be much older than the other groups, or you just may, like I said, be more mature in that sense, where you have a better head on your shoulders, you have a better understanding of who you are and what you want out of life. You may be more career focused, career oriented, goal focused, goal oriented. You may be more intent on, how do I say this? I don't want to say, oh, you're not youthful, you don't have that youthful energy, but you definitely seem more mature, more level headed, more wise about the world. Passionate, yes, definitely passionate, but able to practice restraint. And the word chameleon comes to mind. Like, you can adapt to any situation. You can be whoever you need to be in any room. And I feel like that makes you a good marketer, a good salesperson. But that may also be why you get as far as you have gotten, or as you will get in 2025. Because you're so good at putting on whatever face anybody needs you to be, whatever face anybody needs you to put on, needs you to wear. You get along with all of your colleagues, with all of the superiors. You're whoever they need you to be. You fit in anywhere. Because, I don't know, that's just the kind of person you are, which makes you a very good candidate for a lot of jobs. Like, people, like when you talk to people, they're like, this person is perfect for this promotion. I don't want to say, oh, you're manipulative, because that's not it. You're just playing the game. You're playing the game. You're marketing yourself. You're making yourself memorable. You're making yourself the best candidate. And that will get you far. It has already gotten you far, and it's going to get you further in 2025. It's just so interesting to me. It's just so interesting to me, this energy that's coming through. Like, it's such quiet energy. Quiet, peaceful, not peaceful, rather, not really peaceful, but quiet. Like somebody who is stalking their prey almost. But that's like the kind of person you are. When you set your eye on something, you're going to work towards it and you're going to get it. If you say, I'm going to be executive of this company, you've set your eye on it, you're going to be executive of this company. And yes, maybe right now you're just an intern, but next year you get a promotion, you're a full-time worker. Okay, that's your major change. Or maybe you're a full-time worker now, you're just a regular cog in the machine employee. Next year this change, you're the manager, district manager, portfolio manager, whatever manager. You're head of your department. These big, I don't know, when you set your eye on something, like, it's mine already. It's mine, and no one's gonna take that away from me. Come what may, whatever stress occurs, whatever happens, I feel like you just take it in your stride. Just say you become very famous, and now everybody is treating you like, like they own you, or they want to own you. I feel like you won't even let that get to you, because at the end of the day, you're like, I knew this was going to happen. I knew what to expect. I feel like that's the kind of person you are. You weigh all of your pros and cons, and you're very aware of the downsides of things. And when you're hit with the downsides, you're like, okay, this may be overwhelming for a day or two, but I can deal with this. And that's the kind of person you are. You deal with it, and you come out on the other side stronger, better. You come out on the other side more assured, more sure of yourself. Let's see. I don't know. I just connect with you, group 3. I connect with you. I connect with you. Because I feel maybe that's the kind of person I am. When things go bad, okay, they're bad, but I'm above this. What am I getting on the other? What am I getting at the end of the day? Oh, it's a tough situation. I get paid for being in this situation. Oh, it's a stressful situation. It's a promotion that's very stressful. Okay, well, I wanted the promotion. I'll deal with the stress. This is paying me well. This is my dream. I'll deal with the stress. And I feel like that's the kind of person you are. You deal with it and you move forward. You don't let your circumstances get the better of you. You get the better of your circumstances. Sure, you might miss out on a promotion. So what? You'll get the next one. And that's just the kind of person you are. Very focused on the future. Very focused on what you want out of life. And I respect that a lot. I respect people like that a lot. And you know, people might call you manipulative, but I don't think you are. You're playing the game. What card fell out for you? The Hierophant. The Hierophant. The first major change in my group 3's life in 2025. The Lovers. Interesting. But again, I don't think like this is the Lovers in the sense of love. Because this feels very career oriented. And with the Lovers, we also see career opportunities. We see union within the workplace. And this may be somebody coming out, reaching out to you rather, to give you this dream job. This job that you've been praying for, working hard towards. Somebody sitting you down and saying like, hey, I'm not supposed to tell you this, but you're our #1 candidate for this promotion. There's nobody we would give this to but you. Or somebody reaching out like, hey, I've been holding this spot for you and now I want you to come and work for my company. Or somebody finding you through social media. Like who was the model? Was it Anok Yai? Who was found by her picture going viral, her photograph going viral. Something like that, where it's just like you've been working hard towards this thing and then all of a sudden next year things fall into place. It's that energy of it took me 10 years to become an overnight success. That kind of energy where you've been working, you've been biding your time, you've had your eyes set on the future, and then now things are falling into place in 2025, and people around you may be like, oh, you're so lucky, group 3 is so lucky, group 3 is so blessed, good things just happened to group 3. Oh, group 3 is just a lucky chance. Oh, group 3 is an overnight success. But you know that you've been working hard towards this for months or years. Maybe you get this promotion at your job and people are like, how did group 3 get this promotion? They've only been working here for a year and a half, 2 years. And you know about all of the extra hours you're putting in. You know that you were, meeting with the directors as friends. You know that you were asking like, oh, could I join in on this meeting just so I can shadow you? You were putting in that extra work. You were going above and beyond to go to your superiors and ask them for their help and show them your enthusiasm. Or maybe a music goes viral and people are like, this person just showed up out of nowhere, but you know that for the past 5 years you've been putting music out consistently, religiously for your small group of fans who are growing steadily. You know the work that you've been putting in, and so you won't care if people think you're not deserving of what you get. You won't care if people think that you're not deserving of your success, because you'll know that you are, because you worked for it. All right, my group 3. But definitely this major changes in your career, and how you're received by the public or by your community. For my group 3 in 2025, please. 7 of Pentacles. Many roads are available to you in 2025, coming from this change that's going to take place. And what's at the bottom of the deck? The 2 of Pentacles reversed. 2 of Pentacles reversed. Might feel overwhelmed by your responsibility at times, or from being thrust into the spotlight, or from a change of perception because of this change that occurred in your life. And it just may be one of those things that you need to take into, to take in stride. With the Seven of Pentacles, and I said there's many opportunities available to you coming from this change. Like, just say, like I said, you get this promotion, or okay, on one hand, let's say you get this promotion. And now okay, if I get this promotion, or now that I have this promotion, I'm a manager. I can be district manager. I can be, I can go into this part of the company. I can go into this part of the company. And now the choice is in your hands on what you are setting your eye on. Do you want to go year, or year? Where do you want this promotion to take you? The option may also be you change companies, for example, and they say, like, or maybe a superior of yours changes companies, and they say, like, hey, I want you to come with me. I want you to work with me. And so now you have options. Maybe you also are being eyed for a promotion here, and now you have this option here. It's just something about having options. Even like I said with that change where maybe you go viral, you start to gain notoriety, not notoriety, you start to gain fame, public recognition. Your YouTube gets very popular all of a sudden. Now you have options, you have choices. Which way am I going to take this? Am I going to keep releasing music? Am I going to build upon my discography, my filmography? Am I going to keep marketing this song? Am I going to go to this interview? Am I going to sing on this show? Am I going to attend this event? Choices. This change is going to bring a lot of choices into your life. Choices you may have not had in the past. A promotion that now you have more dispensable income. How am I going to spend this money? You go viral. What am I going to do with all of this positive attention, or even negative attention? What am I going to do with all of this attention? Yes, it's going to be stressful. Trust me, it's going to be stressful. But I think you also know that already. You have long since braced yourself for that. Oh, if I get very popular, if I get very famous, then things are going to be hard, things are going to be difficult, things are going to be stressful. People are always going to know things about me, etc., etc., etc. What song just came into my head? It's a Kendrick Lamar song. Etc., etc. Let me see this. Am I gonna find it? Kendrick Lamar, etc. song lyric. Is it Kendrick Lamar? Kendrick Lamar, etc. song lyric. Yeah. It's not yeah. It's XXX triple X. God bless you if it's good to you. And this is one of my favorite Kendrick Lamar songs, actually. Yeah, he said yesterday I got a fuck on memories you could never touch. No. Oh, actually, I don't know why I always do this when I can just press a search find in page. Nothing. The song is alright, kids. When I talk about gun control, pray for me. Hail Mary, Jesus and Joseph. The great American flag is wrapped and dragged with explosives. Compulsive disorder, sons and daughters, barricaded blocks and borders. Look what you taught us. It's murder on my street, your street, back streets, wall streets, corporate offices, banks, employees, and bosses with homicidal thoughts. Donald Trump's in off. Yeah, gang members or terrorists, etc., etc. America's reflection of me. That's what a mirror does. Yeah, that song. I feel like you should go listen to that because I feel like that has a message for you. I'll put it in the timestamp. You know, I'll put it down below. Don't you worry. But what was I even saying before I looked at that? And now another song just popped into my head. Don't you worry now. Because, no, what is it? Don't you worry now. Don't you worry. Or maybe it's don't you worry, child. Don't you worry. Oh, Swedish house mafia, don't you worry, child. So I feel like that's a even stronger message, is that not to worry about the outcome. Don't worry about what the future holds for you, and just know that whatever is coming towards you is going to be something that you prayed for, and this change is going to be out of nowhere in a sense, because I do feel like it's something you've worked towards, something you've wanted, something you have been consistent in going after. So it only is going to look like it's out of nowhere from an outside perspective, to someone who doesn't know the work you've put in, to someone who doesn't know the hours you put in, the effort, the drive, the passion that it took to keep you going up until this point. See, for my group 3 for 2025, first major change for my group 3 in 2025. Shungite, connection, relief, calm. The first major change for my group 3 in 2025. Celestite, spirituality, serenity, vision. Don't you worry, child. When was the last time I heard that song? Oh my god. First major change in my group 3's life in 2025. Topaz, conviction, drive, purpose. You're already such a driven person, and this change is going to push you to be so much more driven, because once you get a taste of the success that you've been working towards, you're going to want more. You're going to want to keep working on making your visions become a reality. Next, first major change in my group 3's life in 2025. Jasper, stability, wholeness, perseverance. Next year is going to be an amazing year for you, my group 3. But it's a year that you have earned on your own merit, your own hard work, your own drive, your own passion, your own sleepless nights, your own hours put in when everybody else was having fun. It's deserved. So we have shungite, celestite, topaz, and jasper, and I'll put that down below in the description box, and you might want to keep those around you, or meditate on them, or just keep them in your space. On my group 3, I'm very excited for what 2025 has in store for you, and I'm excited for this change in your life, this promotion or this virality or whatever it is. I'm excited for you, my group 3. So my group 3, I'm going to close your reading here. Thank you so much for trusting me to be your reader. If you would like to book a reading with me, become one of my 18+ patrons, or just follow me on social media. The links to do so are all down below. All right, bye.